Okay, so I just want to record this for everyone to see is that this little part of the side of the garden, no one actually really take care of it. And as you can see that all of the rhizomes are buried because as we change the soil over, we really doesn't, we just, plant it, leave it. So this is what I would call neglect irises, and we don't want to neglect it, but sometimes life uh, is very busy for us, so we can't take care of it all. With that being said, if you look at all of these irises, it's growing beautifully, but none of it is producing any type of flower, nor is it giving us a lot of offspring. So you can see here, right here, here's the offspring of one of the irises, but it's dying. It's dying because it's being neglected. And you can see here that none of the irises, the leaf are still strong and fanning out, but it's not producing any flowers at all. So therefore, number one, giving the plant nutrition and attention is needed. So even if you're growing the irises and if they are not happy, they're not going to produce any flowers. Just like these one here, we actually had, we don't know what it is. We don't have any signs or label for them, but basically it's not producing any flowers for us because we did not soil the soil up, and we did not put in like nutritions or anything for it. It does try to multiply for us, but then even the baby get dries up and doesn't want to grow. So with that being said, all we have is just the leftover reminiscent of the iris here. If it is producing, you can basically feel right here, you can feel the bottom of the iris and see if it's actually giving you any flowers coming up. But unfortunately, this iris on this side of the bed, we don't pay attention to, and therefore it's not giving us any flower at all this year. So we will need to try to dig it up and dry it and start it again next year, or move it to a better area for it to grow. Now another thing too is that irises does need a lot of sunshine. So if you actually plant it like under a large tree or something like that, some may do well, some may not. It depends too as well. But this one is well lighted. It's just that the soil is not so it's not so nutrient. It doesn't have a lot of nutrients, and we really doesn't pay attention to this side of the garden. So that's something you want to pay attention to too as well. Like human being, right? Plants needs love too.